welcome to HardHat Guitar. This is part 3 of our video series on the circle of fifths and the diatonic chords that go with them. So we will be doing the key of D, which is the fifth of the key of G. So we're going in order of fifths as the circle of fifths goes. And the key of D keeps the F sharp that is in the key of G and adds a C sharp. So we're going to do that in open position and second position. We'll go through the diatonic chords, and then we'll play the circle of fifths starting with C and then to the key of G and then to the key of D. Okay, so we're going to start with our open position key of D, and there are no stretches involved. We have a finger for every fret. I'm going to start with my open D. I'm going to use open strings whenever I can on the 4th fret. So I have D, E, F sharp, G, A, open B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, we'll go back down, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D. Now we're going to keep going past it. C sharp, B, A, G, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. So that's my open position D. Now we're going to play a D in second position, and in this position you do not have to do any stretches. So we're going to start with the same D note, but this time it is going to be on the 5th fret of my A string. So we'll go up and back like we did before, and I will say the names of the notes. That's a good habit to get into, just because the purpose of this is to learn the fretboard. When we play it a little faster, you might want to think of the notes in your head, but it's really hard to blurt them out. D, E, F, it's kind of weird. So you don't want to do that, especially around your family. All right, so here we go. D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, A, back down, G, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, B, A, G, F sharp, B, D, keep going down, C sharp, B, A, G, F sharp, back up, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Now I'm going to play both of those a little bit faster. Here's my open D scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's the same thing in second position. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's take a look at our diatonic chords in the key of D. Again, what that means, diatonic chords, is each note of a D scale has a chord that correlates with it as the root note. That's the short explanation. But basically, for now, what that means is if you have all of these chords in the same song, you don't necessarily need to switch scales when you're soloing over it or coming up with a guitar riff that you could play along with the rhythm guitar player. You can kind of stay in the key of D and it's all going to work. We can get into how diatonic chords are formed in another video, but for now just kind of know that if you're playing these chords, they tend to all go together, and you can probably blow a D major pentatonic over the whole thing and it's going to sound good. So obviously my root chord is D. Then my the two chords are minor, so that would be E minor. The 3 chord is also minor, that would be F sharp minor. My 4 chord is major, so that'd be a G major. Let's get a B in there. There we go. And then my 5 chord is A, which would also be major. My 6 chord is minor, B minor. And my 7 chord is diminished, so that'd be a C sharp diminished. I've been trying to stick with like open chords or 2nd fret chords, but it kind of makes sense to play a C sharp diminished up here on the 4th fret. That's a cool sounding chord. And then back to D. Okay, so now I'm going to play the circle of fifths in open position, starting with C, going to G, and then to D, and then I will do the same thing in 2nd position. Again, there you can keep learning the positions up the neck as you go. I prefer to learn all the scales in one position and then move up, but you know, that's all up to you. Like, the key is learning the fretboard, and whatever works best for you is what works best for you. Okay, so here's our open position circle of fifths, starting with C. 1, 2, 3, 4. G. Alright, now and here's the same thing in 2nd position, and the closed positions are actually a little easier than the open position, because you'll see that when you do like a C scale in this position, it's going to be the same fingering as like say an F scale up here. It's the open ones that are a little tricky. Alright, so here we go, C, G, and D again in 2nd position. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll find that the more scales you try to do in a row, the harder it gets, because now you're thinking of different keys and different scales as you go, and you're trying to be quick with it. It's not easy, but it's absolutely a fantastic way to learn scales, to learn the fretboard, and to learn theory. So if you can blow through the circle of fifths, it really is going to help you with all of your playing. It's going to help you write songs with bandmates. It's going to help you learn to do riffs over other people's songs. There's so much to be gained by learning this. It's not just like a boring exercise that some old lady piano teacher would give you. It's very, very helpful. So have at it, put on your hard hat, and get to work. Thanks for watching.